As you guys can see up on the screen today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Digital World Acquisition Corp. This is Dwac stock, but not only did I want to talk about Dwac, I wanted to talk about all the Trump stocks because we got some very, very big, very, very exciting, and potentially, very, very profitable or just big for the stock and the companies and everything involved news that just actually came out within the hour. This is a very, very big deal, and people are really getting excited about this. So if you look up at the Dwac stock, obviously here today, this thing was down 1.3% on the day. It just traded pretty flat, kind of just up and down throughout the whole day. But it never really got positive. It kind of, maybe it was green for like a couple of minutes here, but pretty much about 1% down all day long. And then after hours, it went down a little bit more, down another 1% after hours, and then it shot up right around 4:30, about an hour ago. This thing just shot up, and it went from being 1.3% down to up almost 6% after hours, and that's a pretty significant move, for a $2 billion company, especially when it's on low volume and all that. So what exactly is going on? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video today. Definitely drop a like if you do enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. And subscribe to save today and all my latest content. We're going to have plenty more videos just like this one coming your way. So let's dive into this news. Take a look at some of the other Trump stocks. They all look the same. Cfvi, this thing was down 3.76% today, so it was down a little bit more, but the graph looks relatively the same, just kind of trading sideways. It opened lower and it just kind of traded lower throughout the day. Pretty flat overall. Not really any too crazy, just the normal movement you would see for a stock throughout the day. Obviously there's always ups and downs. Nothing ever is trading exactly flat, but it was going up and down a little bit, pretty steady. And then after hours, a massive jump. Oh, what time? This was 4:35. So, this one maybe lagged by like 5 minutes or whatever, but it did the same jump, this massive jump. Now for CFVI, it was down more during the day, but it was up more after hours, 14.3% after hours. What the heck's going on? Why is this thing moving like this? Another Trump stock, Phunware. This is, PHUN stock. Same type of deal. This one, the graph looks a little bit different. It opened in the green, actually, kind of traded flat throughout the day. And then, again, let's see what time this is. This is 4:40. This thing made a big jump. So it maybe lagged a little bit further, but the same thing. Why are all these Trump stocks having the same jump? And the reason why is really, really exciting is some really, really big news coming out today. On the Dwac subreddit, this is kind of like the home for all the Trump stocks and everything. There was actually a couple of different significant big news things coming out today. The number one is the pinned post on the subreddit, which is the fact that TMTG has officially announced a partnership with Rumble. Now, we had already known about this stuff for a while, obviously, like with CFVI. Trump has been involved with Rumble in the past. He's, I believe, even uploads content onto the site and everything like that. But finally getting the official announcement of the partnership between these two groups is a very, very big deal. And there were a lot of people talking about this today. We saw this post coming out. A lot of people getting excited. They have this whole thing coming out where the Trump Media and Technology Group today announced it has entered into a wide-ranging technology and cloud services agreement with Rumble. As part of the partnership, Rumble will deliver video and streaming for Truth Social Media. TMTG and Rumble are also in exclusive negotiations for Rumble to provide infrastructure and video delivery services for TMTG's subscription video on demand product, TMTG Plus. Donald Trump, chairman of TMTG, commented, as part of our mission, TMTG continues to align with service providers who do not discriminate against political ideology. Therefore, I have selected the Rumble Cloud to serve as a critical backbone for our infrastructure. They have already announced Truth Social on the Rumble Cloud for invited guests only, and the initial beta launch has been excellent. America is ready for Truth Social and the end to cancel culture. So that is the very, very big news. Just getting the announcement of Rumble and everything that's kind of involved, the technology cloud services agreement, that they're going to be doing the video delivery for TMTG Plus. Really, really cool, because not only is this good news for TMTG and Dwac, the fact that they're actually getting some things going. They're actually getting some things put in place. More good news for Dwac, more good news for True Social Media, and the fact that they're actually progressing. They're actually making progress on some of these ideas, because we've talked about over the last couple of weeks how they've been talking about a lot of ideas. They've had, here's what we're going to do in the future. Here's what we want to do in the future. Here's what we hope we can do. But to actually see that some of that coming to fruition now is really, really cool. And then On the Rumble side, that is obviously why we've seen the Cfvi stock, go up even more than some of the other Trump stocks, because Cfvi, this is going to be, this is the SPAC merger for Rumble. So this is really, really big news for Rumble. They are now more closely associated with Trump, with TMTG, with True Social Media, with all these projects, and they're going to be getting a lot of business. They're having a lot of video delivery options, they're having a lot of cloud options, they're having a lot of, the different technology, whatever options they're going to be doing. This is really, really good. This is going to be a mutually beneficial agreement for both of these parties. And I think this is huge. And this is absolutely what the markets are reacting to. Again, we see this stuff coming out, this was like 45 minutes ago, and these jumps in the market are like 45 minutes ago. But that's the thing to keep in mind, that right now, all these jumps are after hours. This is a time when a lot of people have checked out. A lot of people aren't at their computers. They're not on their phones. They're not checking this stuff for the day. It's really low volume, The big thing is going to be, where does this thing open tomorrow? How does this thing trade out for the rest of the week? And again, this is at a time when the market is not doing great. Dow Jones down 1/3%. S&P was down, 0.75% today. NASDAQ down 1%. Russell down 1%. The market is bleeding overall, and for Trump Social Media Group and Dwac and all these other companies to be having a good day after hours and potentially even a good rest of the week is going to be very, very exciting. But this is going to be one of the most followed stocks tomorrow morning. This is going to be something you want to watch very, very closely the rest of the week. But in this announcement, one of the things that people are, queuing in on really, really closely is that this sentence here: TMTG has already launched Truth Social on the Rumble cloud for invited guests only, and the initial beta launch has been excellent. America is ready for Truth Social and the end to cancel culture. That is great news for Dwac, because they initially were supposed to be putting out a beta version, I believe, in November of 2021, just a couple of weeks ago. And that got delayed, that got pushed back. I don't know what kind of issues or whatever they were having. But now to hear that it just got pushed back a couple of weeks, that this thing is actually live, that this is actually currently up and running and being hosted on the Rumble cloud, and that they say it's going excellent. I wouldn't read as much into that. That's obviously what they're giving to us. Who knows what excellent means? Who knows what kind of issues or problems or whatever they're having behind the scenes? Who knows what the user experience is like? I don't know. But just to even hear, if this is actually true, that they do have a product up and running, that there is something out there, even if it's invite only, obviously you got to start somewhere, you got to start small. That is a huge, huge deal, because I know a lot of investors were scared, worried, nervous, bailing out once they heard this thing was getting delayed. They thought this was maybe a pipe dream. They thought this was maybe something that sounded great on paper, but was going to be difficult to execute on, or potentially just prove to be unprofitable, and that they might give up on, they might bail on. This might be, a Trump and dump scam, like some people were calling it. But if the True Social Media has actually launched, if it is invite only and people are getting on the platform, and it is actually going excellent, that is massive, massive news, and that is absolutely adding to this hype. That is absolutely adding to the pump that all of these stocks are seeing right now. And again, it's adding into the hype going into tomorrow morning. This is going to be a stock to watch for the rest of the week, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's going up, but it's going to do something. It's going to be volatile. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. And if Dwac and all these other Trump stocks can build off this positive momentum, not only in their stock price, but also with the deals and the products they're launching and everything that's going on behind the scenes, this could go crazy really, really fast. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Dwac or any of the Trump stocks. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.